Hi, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about how you have to be on a lookout or just watchful or mindful of guys that always want to be seen as the good guy. Like, these are the men that, number one, are always saying, I'm a good man. If you were a good man, you wouldn't have to say it consistently and expect someone to nod their head and agree with you. If you were a good man, you would actually exemplify the traits of a good man, and then you would leave it up to the woman to know, to think, to figure out, this is a good man on my hands. I'm going to make sure I make his life easier, or I'm going to make sure that he continues to pick me every day. But if you have to be like, explain yourself consistently to a woman, like tell her I'm a good man, and then the woman she just looks at you, you're not a good man. Because if you actually say that to a woman and she don't say nothing back to you, and she's not even trying to kiss your behind, like with like head nodding and agreeing, that means you're not a good man. That means that there's something about you that is off, is untrustworthy. We don't believe you. Just be mindful of men that are actively saying, I'm a good man. Like, I have money in the bank. I pay child support. I have a job. Being a good man is way more than that. Being a good man is actually being patient, being polite, being kind, being long-suffering, actually having a heart, being caring. Those are the traits of someone that a woman would think is a good man. Not because you have a job. Yes, it's great to have a good man with a job, on top of him being caring and noticing when you're having an off day, or when your number one frenemy came to your desk and tried to throw off your balance. Like, you pick up on subtle things. I got me a good man on my hands. Not that you got to tell me that you're a good man. I leave it up to the man. I actually don't even think that, actively I'm a good woman. I know that I am. But I always leave it up to the man to actually say that to me, to explain why he thinks that. And a lot of times it's something that he notices immediately, like being within my presence. Like, he knows that this is someone that he can trust. This is someone that has her life together, someone that doesn't need a man, someone that wouldn't mind being with a man, but it has to be the right one. So those are subtle clues that a man would cue into. Like, this is a good woman. This is not some girl that's going out and throwing it in a circle. This is someone I could trust to go out with her girlfriends, and she's not going to collect 100 numbers and then come home to me. But anyways, number two, why you have to be on the lookout for the men that want to be, say that they're a good man or want to be seen as a good man. They also want to be seen as someone that is well behaved. And what I mean by that is they always want to tell you, I just came home from the gym. I just came home from hanging out with the bros. I just came home from going out to a lunch and dinner, a community event, or whatever. I just came home from playing basketball. I'm just trying to get at my house. Really, but they really just came home from having sex with another woman. And it's not just like they only have, and if they're actively dating you, they asked you to be your girlfriend, and there's something up, or even if you're in the talking phase, but it's still just you and him, but he found someone else that catches his eye, but didn't tell you, and you just got that sixth sense of, he's lying to me, but he still wants to be seen as a good guy, that you're still his number one girl, you're his number one fighter coming out the gate. You're everything that he wants, but he doesn't know how to actually be a good man, because he's leading you on by telling you X, Y, and Z that he's doing, but he's also doing something else outside of the X, Y, and Z. He's doing 1, 2, 3. Okay. He is seeing other women. He is having sex possibly with other women. Usually not possible. It's a probable with another woman. But he wants to paint this picture of himself in your mind that he is doing what he's supposed to be doing, that he's behaving. And he's not. He's not. When a man has to prove to you that he's behaving, he's not behaving. Now, let's say you might have like a low self-esteem, or you really just don't trust these niggas because they didn't give you a reason to ever trust them, and you have to like say, show me your phone, and you don't find nothing, you check his Instagram, you check his messages, you check his voice notes, you check his notes, you check his Google search, and he is clean as a whistle, that's who you need to marry, okay? That is the one. I mean, like, as in, like, you said, well, let me check your phone, and it's sporadic, and he can easily give it over to you, like, look, here, what are you looking for? You know, I hope you find what you're looking for. You don't find anything, marry him on the spot. Yeah. But most men won't hand over the phone. And I'm not saying that you have to, but, you know, you might want to, like, when he's in the shower, just, like, pick it up and be like, oh, you know, he got the Face ID over there, so you can't really get into it. But you can see, like, you know, the text messages coming through. Or this is what gets me, though. Like, they have the alerts, the apps come through, but they have it where it says, like, no preview. What are you hiding? Or either you don't want no one being your business, clearly, but, like, everything is no preview. Whatever. Okay. Anyway, so just be mindful when you got a guy in your life that always wants to be seen as behaving. That is a red flag in itself, because no one's perfect. Someone can be like, look, someone did catch my eye today, and I think she's a very beautiful woman, but I'm not trying to be with her. I'm trying to be with you. Like, that is a ballsy ass guy that can tell you that, and he's being honest and truthful with you. I'm going to want to sit there and have a conversation, and let's talk about this. Do you want to be faithful? Do you want to be with me? Do you want to be a hoe? You know, like, let's talk about things. But if he can find, or maybe sometimes too, he might know the type of woman that he's with that he can't even tell her something like that because she would blow up. Okay. But if he can find someone that he can talk to, he can be open, like, I'm not trying to cheat, but there are attractive women everywhere you go. And that's the truth. Like, there's pretty women out there everywhere you go. Doesn't mean you have to cheat, right? But anyways, just be on the lookout for someone that is always trying to behave, but they're really, you know, he's not behaving. Like, he's just putting up a front. Lastly, which I hate, his phone is always on silent. You never hear a ringtone. You never hear a text message come through, which is alerting me, like, okay, I might need to go, when he's in the shower taking a shit or a dookie somewhere, I might need to just pick up the phone and be like, okay, what's this on the front of the phone? Let me scroll up. I don't see anything. Let me scroll back down and just hit the thing and let it go back to black and put it back down. Because, like, if I never hear a text message coming through, a game app going off, ESPN going off, your little betting thing going off, what are you trying to hide from me? Like, I don't care how many times your phone goes off. I'm not insecure to be like, oh, his phone is always going off. That means someone's always on his phone. Usually that's what that means, if your phone's always going off. And also, I've been in a situation where I've dated a guy where, like, his Snapchat was going off, Tinder was going off. All these apps were going off. It clued me into, like, okay, I'm not the only woman in this guy's life, which is okay, because now I know how to go moving forward. But if a guy wants to show you that he's behaving and his phone is never going off, it's always on silent, or either he never brings his phone around you at all, he always leaves it, like, upstairs or in the car, they're hiding something. They're usually hiding another woman. And I had that situation happen to me before too. So I've seen a lot. I've been through a lot with these men. And so I just, you know, I know what to clue in on when your phone is never going off. And the thing is, I never put my phone on silent. If I do, it's because we're in the movies, right? But you can hear my apps going off. Like, I don't have no Tinder app going off. I don't have, you know, something going off that would alert you that I'm cheating on you. But yeah, my text messages will be going off. My phone calls will be going off. My game apps will be going off. Or either I'm getting an Instagram notification, like, that is life. I expect you to have your phone going off, but when it doesn't go off, you're trying to show me that you're a good guy and that you're behaving. Now I'm actually suspicious of you, because really that means your phone is always going off. Someone's always texting you. And either you're not trying to start drama, or either you're trying to hide something. And usually it's the latter. He's trying to hide something. So just be on the lookout for these guys that are always trying to be seen as a good guy. Even if you are not aware that, you know, they say I'm a good man, their phone is off, or either they always tell you that they're behaving, just be on the lookout for someone. Is usually these good guys are usually the ones that are actually really, really attractive men, or they're, you know, just attractive men. And they get a lot of women. You can tell by their demeanor that a lot of women will be attracted to them. So of course their phone is going to be going off if they are a single man. Now, if they are a man that's not single, but he's telling you that he's single, his phone will still be going off because his wife will be calling him, texting him, and asking him where his black ass is or white ass. It doesn't matter. Like, this unanimous across the races that they will perform this way from what I've seen, right? When they want to show you that they're a good guy. But anyways, just be on the lookout. Just, have your antennas up when someone's telling you that they're a good guy and you don't, in your heart and your intuition, you don't really feel that they really are, or that they could even be one, or that their phone is never on, it's always on silent, or they seem like they want you to see them in a certain light, that they're always behaving, that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, when you got an inkling that he's getting his ding dong sucked by Susie, right? But anyways, I hope this gave you some insight for what you should be looking for in a man when it comes to him wanting to portray that he's a good guy. He really isn't.